invested over 100 million euros, but we have as well invested lots of friendship and lots of support for a transition that we consider essential. We are very happy to have welcomed the Gambia into the democratic family, and we will continue to stay here accompanying the Gambia and the Gambians in this important transition. Democracy is a pillar for security. Democracy is a pillar for well-being of everybody. And next to the democratic transition, we are as well supporting very much the socio-economic development of the country, trying to engage in a green and inclusive economy that will take all the Gambians into account and will leave no one behind, building up on the incredible human capabilities that the country has.
I had the pleasure to discuss about bilateral relations, which are on the move, and we will promote the fields as agriculture, cooperation in security sector reform, and cooperation in the international organizations. I think the discussion was very fruitful, and we will follow the relations in the future.
As newly appointed diplomats, they are expected to play a pivotal role in fostering strong cooperation between their respective countries and the Gambia. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cissé.
Now, the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, in collaboration with key stakeholders, concluded a two-day strategic planning forum on Wednesday to outline the direction for the newly launched Agri-accelerator project and explore its potential to transform the country's agricultural landscape. QTV's Usman Jatta tells us more.
FAO's Agri-accelerator project is designed to support young agri-entrepreneurs by promoting responsible investment in high-potential value chain ingredients. The project focuses on two key areas: training business coaches and advisors with responsible agri-investment toolkits and directly assisting young agri-entrepreneurs to enhance the performance of their emerging businesses. Here is Moshibudi Rampedi, FAO country representative.
As you may be aware, FAO leads international efforts to defeat hunger and malnutrition and to achieve food security for all. For this, we aim at transforming agri-food systems to be more efficient, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable, ensuring that no one is left behind. Responsible agricultural investment drives sustainable development and it protects human rights. It balances economic returns with societal and environmental benefits, achieving a triple impact. What we're looking for are profits for investors, positive socio-economic outcomes for communities, and sustainable stewardship of natural resources.
Funded by the federal government of Germany, the project will facilitate strategic planning processes in the country to identify value chains that promote healthy, inclusive, and efficient food systems while also contributing to sustainable rural economic development. Klaus Burzet is a German ambassador to the Gambia.
It will allow at the national level to establish an agri-accelerator. What is that? Support for young agri-entrepreneurs, which in addition to capacity development sessions, will provide beneficiaries with personalized support in responsible coaching mode, enabling them to hone their entrepreneurial skills and prepare and present responsible, bankable business plans. Entrepreneurs and also agricultural entrepreneurs, farmers are business people, and they should make a profit and be able to live off their business.
Discussions centered on creating innovative and inclusive frameworks, ensuring that young agri-entrepreneurs, regardless of their background, have the opportunity to contribute to and benefit from the project. Justine Gauchilbauer is the director of Alliance Française Banjul, a key partner institution in the project.
Designed to empower young agri-entrepreneurs by providing them with access to tools, knowledge, and networks that can unlock their potentials. Through this initiative, we aim to bridge the gap between agriculture and technology, ensuring that our youth are not just participants in the sector, but leaders and innovators shaping its future.
Challenges such as climate change, limited access to modern technology, and barriers to markets, along with the high youth unemployment rate, highlight the need for not only more job creation, but also the fostering of innovation, resilience, and long-term sustainable investments. Abubakar Makalo is an agri-entrepreneur and a student at the University of the Gambia.
As a startup, and it's going to give me more, strategies how to, start my, business and how to grow in my business. This is something, that is going to be a capacity building for me because I have experience and I've been doing this for almost 1 year now.
The project reaffirms the Food and Agriculture Organization's shared commitment with its partners to empowering young entrepreneurs and transforming the country's agricultural sector. Osman Jata reporting for QTV News.
Now, in a significant move aimed at strengthening airport security and operations, the Director General of the Gambia Immigration Department, Ibrahim Mboub, has made his first official visit to the Banjul International Airport. During the visit, DG Mboub praised the efforts of Security Port and GID officers for their dedication to maintaining safety and efficiency. And Sumana Esonyasi tells us more.
Banjul International Airport serves as a key entry point to the country. Appointed Director General of the Gambia Immigration Department in March last year, Mboub's promotion was widely supported due to his extensive and successful career in law enforcement. His visit to the airport is intended to give him first-hand insight into the progress of ongoing reforms, with a focus on enhancing border security, especially at major entry points like the airport. DG Mboub began his visit with a brief meeting with aviation authorities before proceeding to the main airport premises, where he was welcomed by Mrs. Fatim Baji, Security Port Director General, and heads of various security teams. As he toured the GID units and stations, DG Mboub engaged with border and immigration officers. His visit also included a stop at the VVIP lounge, where alongside Security Port officials, he oversaw the handing over of certificates to GID officers who had recently completed training with Security Port. At the conclusion of his visit, the GID Director General expressed great satisfaction with the efforts of his officers and Security Port, recognizing them as valuable partners in enhancing GID's operations at the airport.
What culminated my visit is the transformation initiative that GID is unfolding. And this has to do with the strategic plan of the GID in trying to raise standards, comply with e-border compliance parameters across the sub-region and globally. Recently, I was also in Bangkok and I've seen the e-border strategies that are supposed to be deployed when it comes to the infrastructure, when it comes to the official capacity in terms of human capital development. And I took it wise, of course, to also relate well with my partners, and Security Port is no exception.
Additionally, Mr. Mboub urged the public to cooperate and support the GID and other security services, particularly in tackling internal security challenges. He emphasized his administration's readiness to collaborate with all stakeholders to bolster border security.
One of it is that, this is the Gambia. You look at the very base of our school leavers. You realize that the issue of technological infrastructure is one thing. The issue of having graduates with IT skill sets is also a gap. So there is a gap in the skill sets that has to do with information communication technology. And this is definitely one thing the world is considering. We are talking of AI. So we have a measure of targeting our human resource towards IT studies.
Before his appointment as DG, Mr. Mboub held several key positions within the GID leadership. He has also worked on irregular migration control with Frontex in Spain. In addition, Mboub has played a pivotal role in curriculum development and security policy formulation, making significant contributions to reforms and restructuring proposals for the Gambia Immigration Department, as well as the department's strategic plan for 2019-2024. Answane Sonyase for KTV News.
That report there takes us to a commercial break. When we return, we have more local and sports news stories for you. Do stay with us.
fii mooy fan fii mooy Inessa di place bi nga xam ne moom la ñëpp taam place bii bépp xeetu ataaya bu baax rek bu dugg see ci dëkk bi xamal li fii rek la am bara warga bii neex na lool saf na ba pare tamit nag am gu bu neex boo ko naanee rek da ngay kontaan ci saas añ ba suur ba gëreesal li nga lekk jëndal baara ataaya bii ndax moom la ñëpp taam gis nga sama client bii ataaya bu neex bu ne moom laa koy njëkk a jox ndax moom kat ataaya bu neex rek lay wër baara warga bii mooy warga bi gën te moo gën a saf kon nag ràññee leen ko bu baax kon daw leen gaaw ca Banjul foofu ca Inessa di place bi nga xam ni foofu rek nga ko mën a amee wholesale wala retail mu ngi foofu ci boori court house bi foofu ca Banjul wala nga daw ci bépp marché bépp supermarket bépp boutique fépp foo dugg rek di nga mën a am baara warga bii nga xam ne moom la ñëpp di wër tey baara warga moo dàq ci warga yi man maa ngi ci moom ndax su ma maree ataaya moom rek lay naan.
Browse Bitus. QCell brings you a promo like never before. Get unlimited internet for just $25 Cs. Yes! Recharge $25 Cs and enjoy the convenience of free internet from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. every day with our Browse Bitus promo. With this amazing offer, you can browse, stream, and download all your favorite movies for free. So why wait? Recharge $25 C today and enjoy free internet only with QCell between 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. For more information, call customer care on 111. QCell, Senior Bus, we innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. This is the QTV Nightly News, and now to the rest of our stories. The Swedish African Neurosurgery Collaboration has donated the Gambia's only CT scan to public hospitals, as well as provide a team of neurosurgeons who are currently offering neurological care at Ndemban Hospital in Bakau. Jennifer Sonko tells us more.
10 Swedish neurosurgeons are visiting the Gambia as part of the Swedish African Neurosurgery Collaboration. This initiative focuses on non-profit efforts to advance neurosurgical practices across Africa. The collaboration involves bilateral exchanges in neurosurgery, neuroscience, nursing, and related fields between members of the association and its partners in Africa. The team of experts is stationed at Ndemban Hospital in Bakau for 2 weeks. Research indicates that while neurosurgical activities in the Gambia have increased in recent years, the country still lags behind both regionally and internationally in terms of neurosurgical care capacity. Dr. Jimmy Sundblom is the Swedish African Neurosurgery Collaboration team lead in Gambia.
There are great many challenges for the Gambian healthcare, like healthcare in most low to middle income countries. The interesting part is that the challenges are concerning healthcare are a global issue. Even in high income countries, we're facing deficits and we are facing shortages in the health. But coming here, everything is on the cutting edge. Sort of like you have to be aware that there might not be materials, there might not be staff, there might not be knowledge enough. And what we're trying to do with the scientists is try to increase all of these.
As part of its efforts, the Swedish African Neurosurgery Collaboration donates medical equipment to partner countries. The organization has donated a mobile CT scan, the only one available to public hospitals across the Gambia. The Gambian community in Gothenburg, Sweden, raised funds to ship the CT scan machine to the Gambia. Dr. John Jabang, a Gambian neurosurgeon, was the sole specialist in the Gambia before a few others entered the field. He discusses the significant impact of the visiting Swedish neurosurgeons and the donation of the mobile CT scan.
We had a very bad case. An individual was working in his machine, and whatsoever that was spinning and cutting his aluminium left up came and got stuck way into his brain. If the SANC team weren't here, we would not have done the best for that patient. I can tell you that.
We spoke with Dr. Mustafa Bite, the Chief Medical Director at Edward Francis Moore Teaching Hospital, about the current state of Nemban Hospital in light of recent criticism regarding the effectiveness of the medical center.
All those complaints were there, really, but in the past. Now we've moved on already. So the place is very nice, it's well kept, and people are doing very well. You go around, you don't see any patient on the floor or anything. Now we are trying to make here a trauma center. So any patient who has accident or all that, they come here. The other patients go to A&E. So it's like we divided it. So that congestion is no more there. And the people who are here, they are doing orthopedics, they are doing plastic surgery, they are doing neurosurgery. So they take care of these patients quickly.
It is hoped that the team of experts from the Swedish African Neurosurgery Collaboration will help enhance the knowledge of trainee doctors and nurses, providing sustainable solutions for neurosurgical care in the Gambia. Reporting for QTV News, I am Jenna Basonko.
Coming up next is sports news. Now, the 9th Inter-Regional Ministerial Meeting on Sports Governance and Anti-Doping, hosted by the Gambia on 21st of January 2025, has been deemed a resounding success by the Minister of Youth and Sports, Bakari Y. Baji. Our sports reporter, Mamoudou Gaidaga, spoke with the minister to gather his insights on the event, and this is his report.
20 ministers and leading sports officials from across Africa and the globe convened in the Gambia for a 2-day meeting focused on sports governance and anti-doping. The event was centered around the theme Enhancing Africa's Sports Governance, Fostering Interregional Cooperation and Governance for Sports Values, Ethics and Integrity. The Minister of Youth and Sports, Bakari Y. Baji, is pleased with the outcomes.
But it was a very successful meeting, I must say, because one, the turnout was big, more than even expected when we initiated it. And of course, it also shows, like you said, positioning of the Gambia as a leading country in terms of sports governance, where we're able to work together with UNESCO and have the opportunity to host such an important meeting, bringing together ministers from all over the continent.
Doping involves the use of banned substances to enhance athletes' performance. This practice has tarnished the reputation of numerous athletes across the African continent, with some facing severe consequences such as medal stripping and suspensions due to violations detected by the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA. However, the Gambia maintains a clean record in this regard, with no Gambian athlete having tested positive for banned substances to date. Minister Baji expressed confidence that this positive track record will continue.
Well, it's just to ensure that we continue to educate our athletes because, a lot happens behind the scene when athletes are preparing to go. There is always that training that is conducted for athletes to understand what doping is, to understand the substances that are prohibited. And sometimes it's not even intentional because it's part of the food that we eat and the liquid that they take in, there could be an element or an ingredient that is prohibited without the athletes knowing.
The dialogue explored strategies to enhance African sports through robust governance policies, improve infrastructure, and capacity-building initiatives for coaches and athletes. These efforts aim to foster greater competitiveness on the global stage. Minister Baji highlighted discussions on diversifying doping sample testing centers as a key topic of conversation during the meeting.
Well, the great lessons that we have learned. Like I said, South African minister was here, and today it is only in South Africa, in the entire sub-Saharan Africa, that testing is done. So that is not a desirable condition because it's far away and you have to send results there to confirm it. So those are part of the discussions. What can other African countries learn from South Africa, and what can South Africa offer to the rest of the continent in terms of providing the technical support? And then the good news also is that Nigeria has announced planning to build a center.
The use of doping substances or methods to enhance performance is fundamentally wrong and detrimental to the spirit of sports. Competing clean is a key principle in preserving the integrity and fairness of sports. Furthermore, it helps to protect your image and, above all, your health. Mamoudou Gajaga, QTV News.
The report there by Momodo Gajaga brings us to the end of this news bulletin. But before we go, here is the recap of the headlines. President Adama Barrow received the credentials of the European Union ambassador, the ambassador of Slovakia, and the Sierra Leone's High Commissioner to the Gambia at the State House on Wednesday. The Food and Agriculture Organization, in collaboration with key stakeholders, concluded a two-day strategic planning forum on Thursday to outline the direction for the newly launched Agri-accelerator project. In a significant move aimed at strengthening airport security and operations, the Director General of the Gambia Immigration Department, Ibrahim Mboub, has made his first official visit to the Banjul International Airport. The Swedish African Neurosurgery Collaboration has donated the Gambia's only CT scan to public hospitals, as well as provide a team of neurosurgeons who are currently offering neurological care at Ndemban Hospital in Bakau. In sports news, the 9th Inter-Regional Ministerial Meeting on Sports Governance and Anti-Doping, hosted by the Gambia on the 21st of January 2025, has been deemed a resounding success by the Minister of Youth and Sports, Bakari Y. Baji. Well, that is all we have for you in this bulletin. Do join us again at 10 p.m. for another news bulletin. Thank you for watching.